A savanna is a rolling grassland scattered with shrubs and isolated trees. Savannas cover 20% of the earth and are located on 4 continents. The savanna is a huge grassland dotted with spiky trees barely hanging on to life. Savannas are located mostly on the southern hemisphere. This includes Africa, Australia, southern Asia, and South America. The largest savanna is located in Africa. The African savanna covers more than 25 countries. This savanna has 2 seasons, the rainy season, beginning in May and ending in November, getting an average rainfall of 15 to 25 inches of rain a month. In the dry season, an average of 4 inches of rain falls in an entire season. During the months between December and February, no rain falls at all. The climate of the savanna is hot year-round, never dropping below 20 degrees Celsius. Because the savanna is usually so dry, not many things grow there. Some brave plants do survive. The baobab tree looks like its roots are sticking straight in the air. It is extremely thick, and due to its cork-like quality is able to hold much water. Its thick bark makes it extremely fire-resistant. Cynodon, or Bermuda grass, is what covers almost all of the savanna. It is a creeping grass, so as it dies, new growth forms and continues outward. Other trees include the African ebony tree, the mokete tree, and the umbrella thorn acacia. The acacia tree is one of the most recognized trees on the African savanna. The acacia trees provide shade for many animals on the savanna. It has very small leaves that help to prevent water loss. It also has thorns to deter animals from the savanna from eating the leaves. The only animal in the savanna that is not bothered by the thorns is the giraffe. Over 2 million large plant-eating mammals live in the savanna. There are animals such as lions, African wild dogs, and cheetahs, as well as the savanna monitor, elephants, baboons, and puff adders. The savanna has the largest diversity of hoofed animals in the world, including antelopes, wildebeests, zebras, steenbok, and rhinoceros. Lions, wild dogs, and cheetahs are some of the primary carnivores. Elephants, giraffes, and zebras are all herbivores. Because it is so hot in the savanna, most animals sit in the shade by day and come out during the evening hours and early morning hours to find food. The elephants have especially designed ears to help them remove excess heat from their body. Many types of insects live in the savanna, such as the locust, grasshoppers, katydids, walking sticks, and termites. Termites build gigantic mounds in the savanna. Some can reach higher than 10 feet tall. Decomposers of the savanna include dung beetles and many forms of bacteria. An example of a food chain in Africa would be acacia tree, the producer, giraffe, the primary consumer, and lion, the secondary consumer. Or grass, the producer, locust, the primary consumer, baboon, the secondary consumer, and cheetah, the tertiary consumer. Savannas are subject to regular wildfires. These fires are usually confined to the herbaceous layer and do little long-term damage to the mature trees. These fires come through at high speeds, burning up small tree seedlings, ensuring that the savanna will always have a minimal amount of trees. Today, the African savanna is not what it once was. Large areas that were savanna have been destroyed by human contact. Because of the growing population in Africa, parts of the savanna have been developed with the growth of towns and cities. Farmers have also destroyed large areas of savanna in their effort to grow more crops for the growing population. Farmers have also allowed cattle to graze on acres of savanna and have killed the predatory animals that try to attack their cattle. Sometimes, too many cattle graze on a part of the savanna. This results in overgrazing, or the dry savanna eaten over so thoroughly that it can no longer regrow, so it then turns into desert. Due to overgrazing, an alarming part of the African savanna is being turned into desert. Some countries have seen the devastating effects of overgrazing, farming, and building on the savanna, and have taken action to protect it. Some have even established national parks. In Kenya, there are 40 national parks and game reserves. Tourism is another detriment to the savanna's ecosystem. Tourist buses going through the savanna in search of lions and cheetahs often disturb the animals so much that they are unlikely to mate or be able to make a kill while being observed. Their numbers are decreasing as a result. Animals like baboons have learned to scavenge food from the tourists and are now becoming overweight. Also, tourist buses are eroding the soil and destroying the vegetation of the savanna. This is adding to the problem of desertification. The savanna, with its numerous animals and plucky trees, is a sight to behold, but if it is not taken care of properly, its ecosystem could collapse, and it would turn into a barren desert.